Oh no. Oh no. Was this not coming through before? Do I need to... hello everybody, I'm Charlton Matoni here at tracc.eu for the Nations Cup once again. Nice to see you all, to see you nice, I'm sure. Also present is the co-commentator. If you want to introduce yourself, Mr. Kurto.
Hello everybody, welcome.
Mr. Kurto is, as you can imagine, quite a sleepy boy today, but we're going to liven him up with plenty of Nations Cup action to here at tracc.eu. I mean, the track tasting quite optimum in terms of grip. Sun is out. It is a lovely day here in Europe, so should be brilliant coming into today's event. Cars are already out on track on their quali runs now, which is going to be very, very, I think, intense to say the least. We've at the moment got people that I think are on their main laps now, just putting in a first lap, and we're going to have to see how it all pans out for today. I think it's going to be quite close between all of the teams today. We've got quite a star-studded roster. Alex, any predictions between the teams? I think you know them quite well.
Not too sure really, because it is the Nordschleife at the end of the day, and one tiny mistake can spell disaster for any driver. So generally, most of these people are going to be trying to be safe, trying to be consistent, and keeping it away from the walls. So I don't really know who is going to generally lead, but knowing that Germany has the manpower once again, we might get another German victory again.
Well, that much I would agree with you there. I mean, there's quite a lot of German competitors today, and I mean, me being a little bit biased, I might be wearing a Lexus cap today, but you can't see that on the stream. And unfortunately, we don't have any Lexus entrants today, which has made me very upset. A lot of Honda on the grid at the moment, and a little bit of Nissan as a sprinkling. As you can see, the Aston Martins as well, currently rounding around the track. And a little bit of Bentley, a bit of home pride for myself here in London. So, time's yet to be set. Cheshire over here representing the United States. A bit of a traitor, but nevertheless, we will allow it. And for the Squadra Italia, oh, well, that's just proving some good old Italian reliability with the Reiter having a momentary off there, trying to set the lap. I think we're currently waiting to see who is going to come out with the laps first. Castellana coming across the start finish soon. I mean, on the main straight now. It's going to be very, very close, I think, between quite a lot of the competitors today. A lot of different manufacturers as well, which I quite like to see. Two people that I know quite well. Perkins, who's a new entrant who has raced over at Slipstream before and is here today to experience some of the best of Europe at a little bit of our recommendation. Very synonymous with the BMW. They've won the Slipstream's Australasian Championship, I think it was, and they race in all sorts of leagues, OR, whatever they can really get their hands on. I've seen them race. So Perkins will be looking to establish their name a bit more in the track scene. And one person who certainly has done is Biggie Hugs, the 95 Bentley, who's been synonymous with racing against Perkins very close in the groupings. And definitely they'll be sharing the same bit of track once again, which I'm looking forward to. I mean, from your side, Mr. Kurto, I know you're probably slowly drooping away at your desk, but any sort of thoughts on some of the quick drivers here that you know for the Nords?
Not really, no, as I haven't really witnessed many of these guys driving around, but observing Biggie, he looks to be flying. Bentley is actually he's quite strong here around North, not so much onto the main straight back towards the GP circuit, but through many of the corners, it is extremely fast. Makes sense. The amount of torque that the Bentley is able to produce is quite good for a twin turbo charged V8. And naturally, seeing Omet driving around the Audi just handles really well here. Same with BMW. They both handle extremely well. So we'll see what time will give us. But of course, Castellana with a pretty good time up there. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it seems to be pulling quite nicely. I mean, the Ferrari's always been quite settled here. The only thing I've not liked about Ferrari, and by all means, if people start calling a skill issue, I will be offended, but the uncharacteristic wiggle that you get with the braking and just the way I feel it's just not my sort of car. I used to race in it initially, but I think coming into Nords, it is a very well planted car. The turbo kicks in at pretty decent times. And if you just keep the RPMs up, it is not a bad run it here. And I think Castellana is proving that at the moment. No Zeitz to sort of battle with, unfortunately, but just behind is Dukov and Chernov as well, Sari, Foxington, and more times will be coming in as well. As you can hear the grunt of an Aston Martin. Team GB have it all to do. I mean, Italy on top, which is not what I typically expected, but we're yet to see more of the German times at the moment. I'm not much of a bet now. And Perkins has laid down a... I can just get race control up. That is a 8:25.4, so not bad at all. And then on the hot laps at the moment, Chernov seems to be at 1.7 up, looking to pit Perkins at the moment, but plenty of track to do it in and plenty of time to lose it in, I think.
Yep. Lots of time. It is Nord's huge track, so being on point everywhere that you can is extremely important.
It's just one of your personal favourite skirts. I mean, apart from the fact you pace me at most circuits, but I don't know. Are you quite synonymous with Nords? Do you like it much, or is it not your forte?
It has always been one of my favorite tracks to drive, but personally with me, when it comes to GT3s, it is a big no. I have always had issues being consistent here with the GT3 and avoiding the wall. But when you give me GT4, when you give me an M2, oh boy, do I fly.
In fairness, we did see that with Kurto in our earlier championship of the Continental this season, and some fantastic liveries were on display. I have to say, some fantastic racing as well. But we've smuggled Kurto into the box with us today to go a little bit lighter for some of our drivers. Castellana at the moment seems to be improving on their time. Dekov at the moment 1.4 better, but Chernov is a bit of a story at the moment, being 2.4 faster on this lap, looking to put it P3. There's 6 minutes left, so there's only about one run left for each of the drivers currently, and not a lot have set times yet. I think Sardi's just set a time now, putting them P5 as it stands. Foxington 1.9 as well. Got a yellow flag somewhere on the circuit, which I think yellow is going to be one of our favourite colours by the end of today's stream, but we'll have to see how it all pans out. I mean, you've used the Aston Martin quite a bit, Alex, and it's quite a settled car, isn't it? I was just worried about the understeer. I think that's the main concern I have with it.
Not really here. It depends on how you, of course, have it configured. The Aston is quite flexible. So Aston is incredibly flexible. You can adjust it to however the hell you need it to be. So whether that be a little understeer where you force the car to rotate, or you can have it more oversteer where you allow it to just carry through its speed throughout the corners. It's very adjustable. Of course, the only thing that you need to be more worried about is high speed understeer, where if you don't really get the line spot on, the nose may not bite and may drag you out. But you also have to be very mindful of running lower TC, because when those turbos kick in, they kick in. That rear end is going to loop around on you if you are not careful. It's what gives the Aston its characteristic top speed. It's one of the fastest GT3s in the class for a reason.
Yeah, that much I definitely can agree with there. And I mean, a little bit of an off-step for Honda, not uncharacteristic at all of the 888 there. The Hondas they're great runners, but it's just that moment of snap where the Honda will bite into you and cause you a bit of a headache. Cheshire putting it on pole for Team US. I don't think US have won a Nations Cup, have they?
Nope.
No. Well,
the first Nations Cup win was Italy at Kyalami We then went to Monza, where Germany had won, came down to the Nürburgring, and Germany had won again, and now we are here at Nords.
Well, what do you know? I think we're in for some surprises this afternoon. I mean, Cheshire's going to have to keep it out of the walls, as is most of our drivers. But putting on a good show at the moment. I mean, apart from race control going on strike with me, it seems as if, looking at the timings, it's going to be quite close. I mean, Perkins is at P4, Chernoff P5, Dekov P3, Castellano P2. Possible improvements happening. Foxington's got the time down, but I think for Hugs, Hasri, Sensoi, Garuko, they're not going to be able to set a lap, and that is going to cost them. I think quite a lot of drivers are struggling to get these laps down, and it's going to be quite a bit of survival. First corner is going to be very difficult, I think, for just navigating around this track. Chernoff now just sort of riding the curbs nicely, trying to keep a decent pace, not pushing it too hard at the moment, trying to keep a bit of a positive delta by the looks of things. Not going too bad though. I mean, Aston's looking quite planted at the moment. I don't know if they're pushing enough though. I mean, we'll have to see. Oh. Looking at it. I'm trying to sneak back into the server so I can fetch some fresh times and look at the deltas. Even if... Oh, what has happened there? Oh, Elucidator has had a moment. Well, I think they had a moment way before in the 555. As they've sniffed the walls a bit too hard, and that is the bonnet completely open, and that is going to be a lap over for Elucidator. I mean, I think if they just put a time down, they are going to be P8. But well, it looks as if they've got that in mind as well. They've got a ways to go though, and I don't really envy their position at all.
Oh, that car, yeah, as expected. I believe he damaged his suspension there. His suspension's gone.
Yeah, that's gonzo, isn't it? I didn't think that would work out. Yeah, potentially. I think the servers are just having a bit of a moment, to be fair. I mean, if anybody has been paying attention with ACC, the servers are on strike currently. I don't know how much they were getting paid, but it clearly wasn't enough because they are crapping out on us all over today, unfortunately. So it's all via LAN. And oh, there we go. Wonderful. So Chernov, he's going to run to the line. 30 seconds to go. P5, it's going to be P3. Very close from Chernov. 3 seconds-ish away from Castellana. Dekov and Perkins have peeled into the pits now. Sarli, Foxington, I think, are still on their laps potentially. As currently we are running around trying to fetch you all these fresh times. Cheshire's trying to go for another lap, but there's only 2 minutes of wait time left, so it's probably a little bit better to run off to the kitchen and grab a drink, mate, because you're not going to complete that lap whatsoever. Rest of the field, I don't think there is much time happening at the moment.
The only one that I could see the only two that I could see that could guaranteed make it is Zero and Omet, as Omet has entered into the straight at this point.
Well,
she has entered the back straight. She will guaranteed make it. But will Zero make it?
Well, what time is it going to be? Omet, you've got Germany on your back right now. And I'm sure it weighs heavy because you've got a lot of places to make up here. Foxington's P7, but it's not going to be a fantastic showing so far from Germany, which is ongoing. There's been a slide, and the Audi just can't keep it on the road. The traction slips. And it's going to be P5, just ahead of Perkins. And, I mean, it's a position nonetheless. P5, there's plenty to do from the third row of the grid and to assess where your competitors are going to be. Number 21 coming down the massive straight right now. Oh, there's not going to be a time. There's not going to be a time. I don't know what's happened, but something surely has happened. Yeah, the back of that car does not look fantastic. A bit scraped, a bit rubbed down. Not what you're looking for. Oh dear, and the front.
Is Zul going to make it now? Is Zul going to make it? 18 seconds remaining. Looks like they will.
Zol's going to make it. It's going to be P7. P7. Very nice stuff. Second ranking Japanese car on the grid.
Oh.
And they've celebrated so much, they've punted it into the wall, and that is going to be quali. So, well, we are in for a race, let me tell you. Oh my. So just to sort of kick it off for you all, it's going to be, oh man, race control really doesn't like me today. We could just go up the field. So I'm going to need some help with names here. My lord, I think it was Cheshire P1, because my race control has died. Go on. You're doing it. You're doing it. I have no names. Sorry.
All right. So P1, we have Cheshire on the front row, partnered up with Daniel Castellana. Chernoff in third place alongside Deshkov in the GTR. Third row has Omet Ohm and Perkins in the BMW. Team Germany having their two front runners side by side. Sadi and Akihara naturally side by side as well for Team Japan in the Honda and the GTR. G Fox bringing it up for P9 with Nagaitsev in the Ferrari in P10. We have Kuroko in P11 and Chanchulo in the Mustang in P12. Zero Alexander bringing it up right behind Chanchulo and Elucidator Corsa P14. Ivano in the Rider of all cars for Team Italy here, P15 with Futera alongside as well. Biggie towards the back alongside Adrian in the V12. And finally, looks like we have Suggs in the Fezza bringing up the rear of the grid in P19.
Well, then it's going to be nothing short of sensational coming into the start. I'm excited. I sincerely can't wait to see what the opener has for us. What?
Zul's in the pits.
Zul, I'm afraid that's not going to put you P1, my friend. You're going to be starting from the pits. And that is not exactly what you want to happen going into the race. So the short formation is going to kick off, and then they'll be able to come out. People warming up the tires, warming up the brakes. It's going to be... Yeah. Just looking at it though. Oh, sorry. Forgive me. I thought you could be heard. Well, everybody, sorry. I've just had some sort of schizophrenic voice in my ears. So today is going to be an hour and 30 minutes of race time. We're going to have one mandatory pit stop. So strategy is key. Different manufacturers will have different qualities in how they take their stops, let me tell you. But we are in for something sensational. Let me tell you, Cheshire, obviously P1, Castellana P2, Chernov P3, Dekov P4, Omets P5, and Perkins P6. The front three rows will be battling into the first turn, I am sure. Cheshire, they've got it all to do. They've got Castellana in the mirrors. We know how pacey Castellana can be from the Continental Circus. We're going to be lining up to the lights now, waiting for the green. Two will be in the pits waiting to come out. It's going to be green to go for 1 hour 30 at the Nürburgring. Cheshire has a good start. It's looking pretty good at the moment. Castellana just behind. Pretty nice and neat, but it's going to be 3 wide in the third and second row. Big crash. Number 8 is off. There's a multi-car shunt there. It's all looking messy. German, well, I think that's Elucidator and Karuko are both out as it stands at the moment. Cheshire gets away quite nicely, no damage. Nice and clean. Castellana behind on the chase. And it's getting a bit shunty. I think that was Chernov, actually, potentially. Getting pushed off of the road. We're not too sure what's quite happened there. And, I mean, as it stands, Alex, you're going to have to hold me, mate. It's getting a little bit tense up in here. Chernov actually still holds P5 at the moment. Lost P3 to Dekov and Amet have gone up the field. Oh, it's all kicking off quite early into today's race today. Chernov at the moment. Castellana.
We're only still in the GP. We're only still in the GP layout at this point. It has already kicked off. Omet going in for a move onto Deshkov, and she will. Will she be able to hang on? They're still side by side going through, and there's contact between the two.
Gonna hit the sand?
And unfortunately, no. Deshkov was not able.
Rear left.
She was not able to get it done. Onto Deshkov, and Perkins is able to take it, says thank you very much for your mistake, and off he goes.
Pesky Perkins makes up that position and takes it over their teammate for Team Germany. Now, I believe the leading German car is Perkins, who is a rookie into this series, but no rookie to the BMW, let me tell you. They know what they're doing in that car, but so does Omet with the Audi. So, I don't know if there is a German race engineer, but if they are, I'm sure they'd be screaming team orders at the moment. It's looking it's looking very close into here. Met's going to be pushing, I'm sure. And up ahead is Dekov for Team Japan at the moment, who is currently P4, and it's very close between these three at the moment. A nice little train, but I think Omet's getting a little bit restless, a little bit impatient behind Perkins at the moment. We could potentially be looking at a pass into one of the fastest parts of the circuit. Hugs at the moment, they're just a little bit in the background at P17. Not sure what's happened to their race so far. Dubrovka is currently P18, just sort of hiding at the rear. Oh, it's going to be quite close. Nagotsev, Dekov. All the numbers have gone a bit mental on your screens, I'm sure, but Dekov at the moment, I can tell you, is P4. Omet's going to look around the outside. Omet's going to try and has putting it round. Perkins has just backed off. A little bit of team orders there. I'm not too sure. I think there was some impromptu team orders as Perkins drops back in the background. Omet slides up
she's
the
going for it again.
She's getting very racy there, getting real racy. It's looking close.
Through the foxhole we go. This is not a great section to try and push for an overtake, though. So have to wait till after this section here, after these combination of corners.
I mean, you said I think
the chicane now.
I think the Nissan's not got much traction though coming out of these sectors. I think the Audi's going to have to jump. Or I'm not sure.
Yep, guaranteed.
It's going to be close. Yeah, but the boost. The boost of the GTR is just about keeping it at arm's length by the looks of things.
Yeah. Oh, the Audi. Ooh, that is scary. Manages to keep it onto the track, and this is a perfect spot to try for an overtake here, but she's just too far back from Deshkov. No chance at all. And now here we go into miss. It's known that because you missed the first apex, hit the second one, and then missed the third.
Oh my. As Koho said, it would be Papaya rules. It would be Deutsche rules by the sounds of things. Perkins is still sort of lurking in the background. Oh, there's been an off. There's been an off. I think that was Zugs. Kostanansos Zugs. If I'm saying that correctly, my Greek might be incorrect. Forgive me, audience. But, what happened there? Just too antsy. Yeah,
Hey.
completely outbrakes himself there. And the ring bites back.
Yep. Omet has successfully passed, finally, onto Deshkov.
That's the trouble of replays, isn't it?
Charge up the rush.
Hectic
Let's see if
stuff.
these three can actually get back to P3 and up. It is possible. They're only 4.5 seconds off of the leaders. So it is quite possible for them to achieve that.
Sorry, Alex, just to chime in there. Alexandra has had a moment there and has put themselves into the ball. I think that's their race run for today, but Dekov has got the boost at the moment. Dekov is looking to make a pass on Omet. Is getting a bit antsy, asking a question in the mirrors, knocking on the door. Will it be an answer? I think there might be. There's a little bit of a slide there from the GTR, just trying to hold on through that section there. Very fast. Light braking, perhaps. No, Dekov holds it, but Omet, they're very pacey in the Audi, has a point to prove. Castellana's 1.8 away from Cheshire at the moment. And Cheshire's sort of running away with this currently. It's looking quite close. We're just going to jump aboard with Karuko, who is chasing, I'm not sure who that is, number 66, which is Foxington. So there's definitely been some position changes, let me tell you. Karuko has made a brilliant effort up to around, I believe that's P12 now.
Yep. He's climbed up pretty well. Honda does suffer a little bit through here, especially in this section now, which is gonna be very pitch sensitive.
Yeah. Was it?
Oh.
Someone has been fiddling in the German team's garage because something is seriously amiss. Foxington just peels off there, and then I think that's Elucidator, the 555, who just gets it wrong and just. Oh, something has definitely gone wrong for Team Germany today. It's not a great showing at the moment. I mean, Omet is going to be the shining beacon of Audi hope for Team Germany. I mean, Elucidator, there's. Oh, it's all gone wrong, isn't it?
What it looked happen there for Foxington is that he got too close under the lip of the first carousel. You want to stay within the concrete parts as your line. If you dip under or dip over, it will pull you into either direction. That's most likely what happened to the Audi. And then Elucidator just lost the rear. Typical Mercedes through that section.
An unfortunate one. The writer as well has had a little bit of hardship by the looks of things. DeBroca is currently P17 at the moment, P16, I think.
Ooh.
I think the writer, it's relatively hard to drive before, but I think certainly now it's going to definitely state a little bit more of a case for it being harder to drive as a sensor at the moment, trying to get the handle of things, but Constanzos is looking to make a move on Perkins. Perkins at the moment leads up ahead, but it's the longest straight almost in ACC, I believe, and Perkins has got it also. Unless you deploy some sort of nitros, I don't think you're going to hold that position, Perkins. And it's just going to be a question of where are you going to put that car. I think they're going to have enough distance to necessarily get past here, but Perkins, the BM versus the Ferrari, it's going to be close. The question's going to be asked, is it going to result in disaster? It might do. There was a little push there. That was a bit naughty, I think, but yeah, by 46. Whoa, very close. Perkins keeps in front. I think the headline there is Perkins remains punchy as they come into the final sector.
Ooh. Oh, what happened there?
Oh?
Yes. That was under braking. Oh my god.
I have no
Just
words.
hitting the brakes too late. Hitting the brakes too late behind the draft of the BMW, and that has led to the death of the Ferrari. That Ferrari has to go into the pits now. It has no option.
I think I think the Ferrari is gone. It has Thanos. It's been Thanos snapped into the aether, and will not be part of the Nations Cup any further. Unfortunately, disappointment there. It was not a bad result, but that is the ring. It will bite you back. It will bite you back hard. Running on board with Sardi at the moment, chasing up to Negaitsev. Oh, runs wide. It's going to be a problem. Negaitsev has somehow unlocked some sort of alternate Italian livery that we did not find previously, but oh well. Negaitsev is currently in front. I think that's Jamchulo, who is in the pits as well. I mean, it's I think the hopes of America currently ride on Cheshire, which is a line I never thought I'd ever say in my life. Ryan Cheshire in B1, setting purple sectors as it stands at the moment. Oh dear. It is the only Mustang remaining currently. Yes, you are correct.
Yep, 0 left. Chatham is now in the pits, so it's only Cheshire fighting for the Americans. trying to keep it alive, and he has built up a decent gap to Castellana.
3.3 is the gap, but I feel as if the fuel economy wise, I think the Ford's going to be guzzling quite a bit more than the Ferrari does. Ferraris usually are quite a lovely enduro car for the economic factors, and as it stands, I think Hugs at the moment trying to get on the push a little bit, trying to form up to, I'm not sure who that is ahead. I think, is that Caruco potentially? I think that is the AAA of Caruco. Yeah. So Hugs on the push. Nagutsev 5 seconds-ish away from Perkins at the moment. And there's still plenty of time left. We've only had one lap and there's already been about 3 casualties.
And there's plenty more laps to go because we only have an hour 18 minutes on the clock.
Oh dear. The heart can't keep up. Well, one of the headlines is Amet's fallen a little bit behind Chernov at the moment, sitting in P4, sorry. And I mean, the field is slowly starting to teeter out at the moment. Dekov is chasing behind, but has fallen a little bit. I mean, the Audi's quite pacey at the moment. I think Omet was being held up a little bit at some of the sections of the track, whereas the others where the Nissan sort of shines and the boost really kicks in, but strategy is going to be essential for today. We'll have to see what the fuel loads are, what the tyres are doing, and more importantly, who bites the ring. Castellana at the moment, 3.2 away. Just keeping up a gentle pace at the moment.
Yeah, sure, it's going quite quick, but that Mustang is very scary if you get on the power just wrong enough. Even though both cars have incredible electronics, it's still a little bit dicey when you slam on the power, but that's what you get when you drive a 5.4 V8 Coyote. Those motors are known for being incredibly torquey, and that Mustang is definitely no slouch.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I raced at the Nürburgring GP just before this event, and in the Ford, no less, because I am a filthy brick gamer. And I must say, that torque really bites like no other. And the electronics are great, don't get me wrong, but it just takes one momentary lapse of judgment. You clip a bit of tyre into the grass and that's your race over. It really is that way. I think we've just had a collision. Someone going slow. Is that 82 that's going a bit slow at the moment? It is on the 82. What has happened there? Oh,
he's
no.
in a wall. The rider in the wall.
The writer, the mouth is right open in absolute shock and despair as the writer has ate the wall, unfortunately. And since I was going to have to come back to the pits at some point and repair that damage, I reckon it's going to be very hard to drive. Seems to be a little bit of a battle of the Hondas going on as well, as Team Japan have taken off the team orders, and seems as if Akihara is chasing up to Hasri currently. Or have I got it the wrong way round? I think I do, actually. It's Akihara in front and Hasri behind. No, it is. Look, 21 up ahead, 26 behind. I know. Well, I know I'm short-sighted, but come on now. Sorry, everyone. I'm speaking to my schizophrenic demons once again. Nevertheless. Oh, I don't know if your voice is coming through or not. Okay, let me be. It's not exactly this what I'm saying. So I'm arguing with nobody, technically. Oh, yeah. Right. Back on topic. Number 21 currently is up ahead, and number 26 is behind. A bit of damage, I think, for Akihara currently, a little bit on the front potentially, but running pretty well.
That should help it a little more, having a bit of damage on the front, because that rear end loves to just slide around. So that should probably help with the stability on the car, but it's still not what you want.
No, I mean, the Honda just seems to do Honda things, doesn't it? Where one moment it's all going quite pacey and you just push that little bit much, and then it just decides, no, I'm going to return back to my ancestors and likes to snap itself into the wall. And that is just how the Honda rolls, unfortunately. But to those who pick it, you are brave. I won't forgive you for not picking the Lexus, but that's acceptable. Nagaitsev at the moment, currently still trying to chase Perkins. Perkins up ahead, sort of getting into the groove. I think Perkins is. They tend to, knowing Perkins the way that I do, they tend to sort of settle into the race and find a bit of a delta and just sort of build the rhythm from there. They don't like to push too early. As I think that's going to diminish the chances of an overtake on this lap, at least. Looking at it, because that was a bit of a brown pants code situation.
I mean, still definitely an opportunity. Both cars are quite good in a straight line, but I think the BMW has a slight edge over the Fezza, but we shall see as they go down the very long straight. Oh.
What were we just talking about with the Honda having a mind of its own? Yeah,
Yep.
I'm afraid that is exactly what me and Alex were referring to with the Honda having Honda moments, the power of dreams, one might say. Nevertheless, Nagaitsev at the moment still trying to chase up to Perkins. Decent delta at the moment, but it's just not enough as Perkins is sort of streaming ahead. I mean, Alex, what are you thinking if you were in this race right now? What would your situation? I'm gonna have to cut from my. I'm gonna have to cut from my strategy analogy.
The front end lifted. Guaranteed, the front end just lifted, coming over the crest, and that's what has just caused Ivano to be glued to the wall. Standard ACC physics. You have to love it. Where once you hit a wall, sometimes it just be glued to it. Same thing with the cars as well. You can't really get too door bangy, or else you both end up into a wall. Unfortunately, just the habits of the sim.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't know if anybody bought an economy class ticket to Brighter Airways, but I can tell you it won't be taking off anytime soon with it glued to the wall like that. Nagaitsev still lurking in the mirrors of Perkins. 0 at the moment in the pit lane. Something's happened there. Oh my!
Was that Cheshire?
No, it was 0. Or if it was,
Ooh.
I think if it was Cheshire, I'd be making quite a bit more noise. That would be for sure. Nagaitsev at the moment.
It's Cham. Oh.
Yeah. That was 0, I believe.
Zero still in? Yeah, okay.
Nagaitsev chasing onto Perkins still. No, your stream is not broken. I am saying the same thing again because it is just the battle that keeps giving at the moment. Nagaitsev at the moment is getting closer and closer to Perkins. I think Perkins can see that the back of that BM was stepping a little bit out of tune at the moment. It's going to be close. I think Perkins knows it, and if there's one thing Perkins knows how to do, it is defend. They have been a bit of a stonewall in the Oceanic Leagues at times when they've had to be, but I think Nagaitsev's got a bit of overspeed. Potentially Perkins is going to have to really deploy a bit more pace to be able to keep in this race against Nagaitsev at the moment, as it's going to be an Oceanic European battle at the moment. Nagaitsev, I think, hailing from the Russian Federation, potentially. Perkins trying to speed away. Is Nagaitsev going to think about it? Massive moment for Nagaitsev as they enter the wall there. Big amounts of damage, and I don't know what happened there. They've magically morphed into being Verstappen's car. We don't know how, don't ask how, and they've now skated off there. The traction went, they were following close behind Perkins, and it was just too much.
That's the dirty air through that section. Climbing up the hill, that was it.
That's
all you need, that one little instance.
Yes, yeah, well. Oh my god, And the guy
is he backwards?
Yep. And the guy says
Oh, riding onto the
Oh,
curve.
no.
That exit curve is not great in any car, and he decides to run it over way too aggressive in the Ferrari of all cars, and just it says no.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't really do a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater on those curves. It will bite you very hard. They're so steep, and I think that's Nagaitsa's race pretty hardly run today. They're going to have to settle for some lower positions now. As it stands at the moment, we've got Cheshire, Castellana, Chernov, Omet, Dekov, Perkins, Sardi, Caruco, Huggs, Hasri, Dubrovka, Foxington, Jamchulo, and then the rest in the pits. Cheshire appears to be running away with this a little bit more than I anticipated. Castellano is 7.9 away. 8.2 currently. Well, Cheshire at the moment really pushing quite hard. A 26 has just had an off by the looks of things. And what do you know? I'm almost a magician. 26 there. Is the Honda going to do Honda things? Let's find out. What's happened here?
Oh, misses braking point, possibly. Oh,
No,
is he okay? No, curb again. Same curb. Same
Honda.
curb, but manages to keep it out the wall. Oh, he touched the rear of the wall. But he looks to be okay, but he is backwards on the circuit.
A smidgen of rear
That's not what you want to
tapping.
be.
Yeah, yeah, Honda, the power of dreams, as we like to say, Honda, as that was a beautiful 720 and is back on circuit ready to go. What to do? I mean, as it stands at the moment, it's oh no,
Another Honda. This time in the
Another
GP layout. Interesting. What happened? Oh, the rear end just said no.
Honda.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there goes the Honda again.
Oh Lord above, it really is. Whoa! Now we've got a battle between. Oh, never mind. We don't. The writer has just let the Honda go. I was expecting a bit of a battle there, a bit of a hold up, but we have got a battle holding up. Zdekov is chasing Omet. Omet's going a bit slower than we anticipated. I think Omet possibly is either trying to save the tires or the tires are letting go. Oh, Dekov! Oh. Dekov became a Bulgarian-Japanese lawnmower for a second there and nearly collected the wall. It was close, but Dekov keeps it. But I think you can just see, Alex, both of them are pushing very much.
Yes, guaranteed that Audi is sliding everywhere as soon as the power is applied, and the GTR is doing the same. And now we're going into probably one of the most dangerous sections here, where if you get a wrong bounce, you will spin yourself out. You will go straight into the wall, which they both managed to land perfectly fine. Oh. Is that Fox in the wall?
No.
That's Fox in the wall.
They just stopped to, I think they ran to the door to collect the rubrics and then jumped back in the car, which is fair play to them. Pulling over nicely for the car behind. And they're going to be back out on circuit and driving away. I think Omet's really skating those curbs in the Audi, and knowing how they drive, they're a little bit chaotic at times. They're quite pacey, but they're just, I think there's these glimpses of times that the Audi gets a bit away from them and they overdrive the car a bit too much. But they're up ahead at the moment. They've got some decent pace. Dekov at the moment struggling to get all of the boost power out of the Nissan, coming into the long straight here.
But now this is where the GTR will have its power.
Absolutely.
GTR is strongest here.
You can just hear it, and it sounds like a Japanese jet fighter, doesn't it? I mean, just the boost kicking in, and you can see the gap is coming down slowly but surely, emerging into frame. It is the Audi, but it's not going to be enough just yet. An hour and 5 minutes to go. Pit window open strategy is available for everybody at the moment. I mean, Cheshire's got a nice, comfortable lead. I always find the Nissan so sketchy coming into the brakes there, but they've managed to keep it going. Oh, little GTR step out there. 2.2 is the gap that we've got. And Dekov's still got plenty to do.
And Chernov has been running away with it as well. Both Omet and Teshkov haven't been able to catch up at all.
No, I mean, Chernov's been up ahead, just having a bit of fun, lolling in the distance. Just having a nice comfy padding, but they're currently about 22 seconds away from P1, and you know, a mishap in your pit stops, a bit of damage any moment really, and that's just gone, you know. And that is the beauty of Nords, isn't it? You know, anything can happen at any moment. One moment you think you're cruising to a win, and the next minute you're realizing you've just pushed it just a tad too far, and that's your race done. One person's who race isn't done yet is Foxington. Karuko is taking their stop now, the AAA. I believe they're doing their mandatory stop, so the first of the strategy is starting to sort of come into play. So Karuko gonna peel into the box now. Slowly but surely. Ooh. Oh. I was thinking, is that the right box? Oh dear. Oh, and we're back again. What is it with these two are almost inseparable, this race. Dekov is holding on to the rear of Amet currently. Trying to chase quite harshly. Rides the curves nicely. The GTR sort of coasting through. The 21's had a moment though.
Another wall.
Oh, another Honda moment.
Brazil, yes. Another one.
It is the Honda snap, isn't it? It is just the Honda snap.
It looked like there he hit the curb.
Yeah, man.
He nicked the curb a little bit, and then the car just became very unsettled, which happens often with issues Honda things. Oh, that Audi sliding through that section.
I reckon Dekov's going to get a run here. I think there's enough distance. Boost kicks in. Is that Audi going to be able...
definitely be close.
Oh my God, is the Nissan? Just about gets to stop nicely. Oh, the Apex is bound. Oh, the battle's just going to keep going through the sector. It's going to be fantastic. Oh no, the 21's just having... It's all gone wrong for our 21 colleague, and oh, it's... Oh, the Hondas are just having a bit of a sad day of it.
Omet's off!
Omet's off! What's happened to Omet?
Omet's off! Through the foxhole!
Omet pushing
the rear end said no!
We were talking about it. Oh, that's a side slapper, isn't it? They're going to have to peel back on. I don't know how bad the damage was, but I think they got the car stopped quite nicely at least. So it shouldn't be too much suspension damage, but I mean, looking at it, the front's got a little bit of scraping there. Oh, the rear seems to have taken a bit of a beating. Oh no, and the number 21. Oh no. Oh, what's happened, my friend? Oh. As a previous Team Japan candidate, I salute to you for your courage and honor fighting with the Honda. It is not an easy task. As it stands at the moment, I think we've got Foxington at the moment on the chase for Hasri, and it seems like the Audis are quite a bit pacey today. And Hasri's got to try and keep them lined up in the mirrors and keep them behind. It's not going to be an easy task. Oh, there. Hasri has a moment, a Honda moment. Might as well trademark it at this rate for tracc.eu, as they do a bit of a lock up there, and Foxington is going to sail through Team Germany up another place as it stands. And the Reiter, unfortunately, not looking to... Whoa, a little bit of a... If it was ice skating, I'm sure the judges would have held up a 10. Unfortunately, the rider's going to have to peel back into the pits and get some of that damage repaired by the looks of things. Has run the chase.
Just the way of Nords.
It really is, Alex, isn't it? I mean, quite a few cars have, unfortunately, ate a bit of the metal work as they're just pushing a bit too hard, potentially.
Wow, that Audi is beat up on the left side. Ouch.
Yeah, it's
That's definitely a hard hit. Maybe around 7-8 seconds of damage guaranteed on that Audi.
It's going to be a tough ask, I think, for Emmett to try and close that gap up to P4. I mean, the podium positions as it stands is Cheshire, Castellana, and Chernov. Team United States currently in P1, which is unheard of, tracc.eu. And nearly a moment that I think. Oh my lord!
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah,
there it goes.
There it goes. Just an overdriving on the account of Emmett. As you can just see, the car gets unsettled, catches it, and then just catches
it was a
that inside.
bounce.
Yeah.
She didn't. It doesn't look like she touched the curb. It just looks like she hit a bump somewhere, and the Audi just said no.
Yep.
And refused to turn it. It looks like she's had yet another spin again before YouTube corner. Oh, she's in the wall again at the exit of YouTube corner.
Oh my lord, what is going on? Is that Perkins? I think that's Perkins behind on the replay, but yeah, so that's Perkins.
Perkins has gone by.
And that's Perkins who's taken that position. Oh, Germany might surely be calling team orders now because this could look very dangerous for Perkins. Emmett, he's pushing with a very damaged Audi. I don't like to watch. Oh, Alex, you're going to have to hold my hand. I don't like this. Bloody hell. As Emmett chases behind Perkins. Oh, wincing there is Perkins.
This is where she shines best. When the odds are stacked against her, this is when she becomes incredibly quick, even with the damaged Audi. Oh, that rear end fishtailing out. And now we're about to head into the long straight. The only problem with the Audi here is even with the sustained damage, oh, she's in the wall again.
Oh my god. This isn't rallying. You can't just buffer out the car to make the aerodynamics better, Emmett. As currently, Emmett is reeling in Perkins on the straight, though, at a rate of knots by the looks of things. What is going on? What is the top speed of this Audi? It seems to be just sort of slowly closing in on that BM.
We're gonna head down the hill though, and that's gonna give the gap over towards the BMW. And yep, gap slowly starting to build again. That BMW is gonna be able to get the job done out of the straight. And let's see, is Omet gonna go for one more lap? Oh, that rear end again under braking. Just refusing to work. And is she going for another lap? Yes, she is. She is not pitting.
I'm like,
she is full sending with the damage.
And just, sorry, Alex, to interrupt. 21 has had another Honda moment. It hit the grass and then the front just snapped there. Omet has gone out for another lap. I'm quite surprised that they've not come in, fueled up and gone to the end and just changed the tyres over. But, you know, oh no, oh dear, zero. It's all sort of come undone for Team USA apart from Cheshire at the moment.
Zero now with a stop go 30 for speeding in the pit lane. You do not want to see that happen.
It's just one of those it's just one of those afternoons. I think it's all gone a bit pear-shaped for the Stars and Stripes. Well, where do we catch any of you up to? Because I think there's just too much to cover. The headlines are Cheshire is sailing away in P1. Stars and Stripes are looking quite healthy with a 13.5 second gap. Team Italy with Castellana is currently P2 with quite a bit of work to do, especially in the stops. Chernov for the United Kingdom, currently P3, 15.1 seconds away from P2. And Dekov P4 for Team Japan. And then for Germany, Mr. Perkins, 22 seconds away. Having a pretty calm day at the office at the moment. And Omet lines behind to try and be number one for Zadoisha at the moment. Fair play to the Brofka as well, I have to say. Oh, Team Japan are going to be unhappy with this. Oh my lord. Karuko and
what is happening
Hasri,
here?
what is going on? Who's pitting, who's not? Oh. A bit of conflict on the team radio, I can imagine, as one was looking to stop and one wasn't. I think Hasri was looking to...
was able to go by.
Oh my. Hasri is going to not peel into the pits though, he's just going to keep out. And is on the back of Kuriko currently. I think Kuriko is sort of sailing away at the moment, but Akihara takes their stop for Team Japan, and Team United Kingdom. Dabelka has entered the pits now. Amet has not stopped yet. I'm quite surprised Foxington has an off. I think that's going to be a change of position potentially. What's happened there?
I wonder if they locked the brakes.
No, I think this is a recurring
really
theme. Foxington's had this for, I think, quite a bit of the session. I think there's got to be some sort of hardware issue. Or
maybe
the Boatley, and I think, yeah, it must be. I don't know who, what, and how is behind Hugs, but it is an angry Mustang by the looks of things. I think that is Kanjuro. Potentially.
Could be Zero, actually.
Oh no, it's not. It's Zero.
I believe that is Zero.
So Zero, even with the laps down and the stop and go, is definitely putting on a bit of a clinic to try and catch up to Hugs at the moment.
The Mustangs are definitely not having fun here. Oh, I went in the wall again.
Just in time to catch Omet doing a bit of a rail grind there. I don't know what has happened.
That just looks like the brakes letting go again. Yep, the rear end just slides out under braking once more. That damage must be all towards the rear then. Which is not good. You do not want that in the Audi because the Audi is a little pitch sensitive. So if you're not careful, that rear end will bite you back, especially under braking.
Absolutely, and as it stands at the moment, I think if I was any of the nation's teams right now, and I'm sat in a Discord call with everybody there, I would be certainly asking to hold up Mr. Cheshire. It's sailing away in the distance currently. 16.7 is the gap there, just grinding away the lap time. Looking nice and pacey at the moment. Punching quite well. Oh, what happened there? Oh no, Amet. Oh my lord.
No.
Oh, Amet, what has happened?
Yellow flag going up, and it's Omet in the wall again. The rear end just goes loose as soon as she lifts off the throttle. No.
Oh, that's the pits, and that's it. It's over.
And Dekov's one as well.
Team Japan's #1 has put it into the wall. And where is the 33 car? I think the 33 car is coming up here, so this could be... Oh, no. Boost kicked in, and it kicked in at exactly the wrong time on the grass by the looks of things as Dekov tries to now speed away. And the 33 car is still about 21 seconds behind. Well, actually, less than 21 seconds behind now, but it's going to be certainly a bit of an ask. Unless anything happens, I mean, in the battle for a podium position, Dekov is not going to be looking towards P3. Chernov, Castellano, or Cheshire are going to have some misfortune before that happens. And Chernov at the moment is just plugging away in terms of the pace. Riding the carousel at the moment. A bit of a quiet race from Chernov. Not a lot being said.
Oh, what happened to Kuroko here? Is it another Honda moment? No, taps the wall. Hit the curb, tap the wall, and that was all she wrote. That was it.
Well,
all the Honda needed to spin to loop right round. Granted, though, Kuroko didn't lose much time as it looped straight back into the direction of the track.
yeah,
So they are quite lucky.
One person who's just sort of keeping it clean at the moment, Perkins. Car seems to be in a very decent spot. And I think they're just going for a nice long strategy, which I have seen from them before, as they're coming up to that main straight now. I mean, the car being dented for Dekov is going to certainly hamper some of that performance. And we're going to see how the last 48 minutes is going to pan out. The field has spread. There's certainly been casualties. I mean, Ahmet as well has unfortunately bit the dust.
And here comes Deshkov into the pits. Our first proper pit stop is about to begin. Will Perkins do the same? Or are they going to stay out?
I think.
No,
Perkins
he stays out.
He stays out. Oh wow, Perkins. So Perkins goes a bit longer. Interesting there on the strategy levels. Team Japan obviously looking to retain P4, whereas Team Germany trying to snatch away that position as the top three are a bit stagnant as it stands. Foxington back on the grind, chasing up towards Hasri at the moment. Oh no, oh my lord, what happened there? Sounded like the engine had a moment there as well where a shift down happened, and I think there's some engine damage potentially now on the Nissan. Oh, the beauty of track, you can just... You can never tell what's going to happen at this place, I swear. Also, for those in the stream, and we'll be watching the stream a little bit later, stay tuned. We will have the GT Cup later as well. So plenty of action happening today. Alex, are you tuning in for the commentary for that one as well?
No, I will be there on the track.
Alex will be there on the track. I will be held hostage in the box with a padlock on. Casting, bringing you my lovely voice as per usual. Perkins, at the moment, he's going to be trying to put down a decent lap time to surpass Dekov. They're going to have to come into the stops as well. Hugs has done their stop. Ooh, Foxington there, pushing the car a bit hard. Trying to chase up to Hasri. I think it's one of the closest battles we've got potentially.
Nice and smooth over the second carousel, but will the Audi have the straight line speed? And it's the Honda, guaranteed. The Honda is not the greatest in a straight line either.
Oh, Foxington gets a good line there.
Stepping out just a little bit, the Honda. But let's see. Let's see how fast they can reach.
Interesting stuff.
As they start climbing up the hill, the speed is going to slowly pull down.
The Honda's topped out. The Honda is topped out, and Audi has got the top speed advantage against it.
At 260 versus 276, that Audi is gaining straight through. But it's not going to be enough.
Do you know what? I think
It won't be enough
Foxington
to bring it
realizes
in.
it. I think Foxington realizes, hang on a second, I've actually got that top end speed. If I just remain, oh no, they're both going to dive in. They're both
Oh,
going to
both
dive
of
in.
them.
It's going to come down to the strategy. They're going to get it right. Team Japan, Team Germany, it is for the scraps. Don't get me wrong, but it's all about pride between the nations in this cup. And let me tell you, it's going to be Foxington who dives in behind. Are they going to repair damage? I think if you want to get that cut, you're going to need to just forego that damage and just go for it. But they're going to have to decide where their race is and how they're going to go about it. First into the box is Team Japan's Hasri there. Foxington comes in second. So who is going to come out on top? We'll have to find out. Castellana, 18.5 away currently. And Chernov, 17.2 behind. Cheshire is running away with it. But they've all got to do their stops. We have to see what strategies they are going to go for.
It's all about who gets the better stop.
Ooh,
Who stops right on the box, who doesn't get dragged back.
My heart's in my mouth for the
Wow.
Stars and Stripes. What was that?
Oh. That was very close. Oh, the understeer. He got the
Whoa.
line completely wrong. He did not get close enough to the
That-
curb, and the Mustang's understeer just said, yeah, you need to pay more attention, or else I'm going to yeet you into the wall. Oh, and another Honda moment.
And the Triple Eight. The one thing I do need to know, and I'm asking kindly to know, who has come out the pits first between Team Japan and Team Germany? Is it Hasri? Oh wait, what? Oh, it's Foxington. Foxington has come out. Have they repaired damage?
Yeah?
I think they have. Oh no! What
What happened?
What is going on? What is going on? It's got to be another hardware issue there. Oh no! Oh Foxington, no! Oh no, they've got it back. They're back on. And Foxington gets back out there. There's been numerous hardware issues for Foxington today, but they've just about got it in the pocket now.
Not looking good. It's definitely a little strange where, at least he's stopping off where escape roads are and where he knows that he'll be safe, which is very aware. Very good awareness coming out of him. Oh, what happened to the rider? Oh, just understeer into the grass. Nothing can be done. And then they just stay glued. Poor Ivano. Nothing can be done. Typical rider.
Dekova's pitted.
It's really strange. Very strange seeing how far these drivers are really pushing it because they don't have much time left. There's only 21 minutes remaining in the pit window. And if they are not careful, if they decide to push one more lap, that one more lap could be the end. Oh, what's happened to the V12? Oh, just into the grass, having a spin in the GP circuit. But they do manage to get back on track.
They might be green, but they're not built for it, my friend. You need to keep it off it. Oh. The broken, you've got a bit of catching up to do now, my friend, but P11 at the moment. And Karuko currently he is P3 for Team Japan at the moment. Not bad at all. Trying to catch up to Hogs. Hogs obviously P7. The Boatley having a fun adventure here at the Nürburgring today. Unsure how they're coping at the moment. I mean, I find with the Bentley it's a little bit of a lack of traction at times, but and Castellana has steamed into the pits now. So's Chernov actually. He is going to get the strategy right. Perkins. Is Perkins going to pit? Number 66, I think, has had a moment as well, potentially. Yeah, that's Foxington. Oh, no. So what happened here? Is it another hardware issue? I think it was a hands and feet issue. I'm not sure. We're going to have to assess. I'm not sure what happened there. But they're trying to come out ahead. And the battle now resumes between Foxington and Hasri. Japan and Germany going back at it again. Oh, you can see, I think you can start to see the tyre degradation as well between these cars. Foxington is on that push. Oh, screams that second gear there, shifted a bit low. Yeah, definitely a unique driving style, I think, for the Audi there from Foxington in how they're approaching it.
They are giving a good fight, though, which is exactly what we want to see. Audi versus Honda. Who'd expect this? And we are coming up to the uphill now, where the Honda is definitely going to struggle, as it is a huge straight line in terms of its pure speed, even though it's not quite. And here we go. The Audi is right on the rear end.
It's gonna top out surely. I don't think Hasri can hold it. I'm not sure.
It's a very dangerous section to try out for an overtake, but it looks like Fox is gonna go for it. He's trying to find a point, trying to stick his nose in, putting pressure onto Butera.
Shifts down,
but not enough.
Oh my lord.
They're getting really close. Oh, Butera makes a mistake. Will Fox be able to capitalize? Yes, he can. But can Butera get a switch back onto him? No, he can't. Sweeps way too wide, and that's it. What a brilliant move.
That was fantastic.
That is what you want to see. But Fox, don't get too close to the curb, buddy. You don't want to get pulled in like the last time.
Definitely had me on the edge of my seat there. I have to say, Foxington there with a brilliant move. And it's going to be Germany winning out on those positions there as it stands at the moment. Hasri's got it all to do. Oh, a little bit of a bump there, I think, from Foxington, as it looks a little bit unsettled. Foxington. They'll reach that main straight sooner or later and it will take off, but the Honda still has plenty of time to do it in. The one thing that is running out is time, however, for that pit window, as Cheshire has not taken their stop yet and they must do so within the next lap and a half. Yeah, Perkins as well. Both of the cars who have not taken their stop. Chamchulo down in 13th needs to take their stop as well. Cheshire, I mean, they're just sort of trying to push and extend this gap at the moment.
Yep.
Hasri. Oh, big moment. Oh! It literally, the Audi just took off there in that section. And that will be all she wrote for car 66, as they've had to be towed back to the pits. Hasri makes up another place there for Team Japan.
Yep, nothing can be done. All Butera has to do now is just keep the car consistent towards the end and avoid the pits. Keep it nice and smooth and make sure it doesn't get unsettled, and they should be okay.
Thanks for that grid rating. I think is the opportune moment there that you have to do. Perkins Car 33, 5.5 behind Castellana by the looks of things, and still yet to do their stop. So it's going to be an interesting one, I have to say. I think Cheshire, they've still got to stop. I mean, the tyres on that Mustang will certainly be grating away. I mean, unless they opt to take tyres. I don't know what they're running for fuel. Got to make their decisions soon. I think they probably will peel in this lap. There's not a lot of time left in it. Same for
Not
Perkins.
much time left, no. 14 minutes left on the clock. So these drivers that are still out there without doing their pit stops, which is Cheshire and Perkins, they have to pit sooner rather than later. If they go for another lap now, they may not make it in time. And if you don't make it in time for the pit window, that is an instant disqualification at the end of the race. And I don't think these guys want that.
Well, there you have it. Perkins has got to make a decision. I mean, I think there's a possibility you can extend one more lap if you just get the pace down a little bit more now. But what's the point? I think boxing now is probably the most opportune strat. I don't know if these drivers are switching tyres or not, and I think that's the thing that interests me quite a lot, looking at the strategy battle here. I mean, I think Chernoff's not switched those tyres and is trying to push quite hard. Castellano, 89 seconds is that gap. So unless Cheshire really has a moment here, I think the United States are going to be deciding the next Nations Cup race, potentially. I don't know how many of you like Corsa or Indianapolis or Laguna Seca, but I think you should prepare yourselves because Cheshire at the moment is putting on a little bit of a clinic. Okay.
Well, there's four circuits where the Americans would do that the Americans have at our disposal. You have Indianapolis, you have Circuit of the Americas, you have Watkinsland, and you have Laguna.
I totally forgot about Watkins. Oh.
Yep. Oh. So there's 4 awesome options. In all honesty, I would love to see a Nations Cup race at COTA, just because COTA is actually quite fun when you get it right. Oh, what happened to Ivano? Too much curve. No. Into the wall.
The curve
you hate to see it.
Yeah. Cheshire in the pits. Cheshire in the pits.
No, here we go. Now it begins.
Perkins.
Well, Perkins ended up in.
Perkins is going to be P2,
now.
But he's got to box. He's got to box. There's no way he goes another lap.
Yeah, how much time do we have left? 11 minutes. He could, in theory, but if you have an incident, even one slight mistake could lead to you being late. And if you are late, that is the end of your race. Absolutely. When you cross the line. And that is, I do not think Perkins will want that to happen.
No, I think Cheshire, though, I think they're fueling up the car quite a lot by the looks of things. Castellana is coming up to the start-finish. Cheshire finishes their stop now. I think they're coming out well ahead of Castellana. No doubts in my mind there. Cheshire has got it done. Strategy's clean and polished. And they're going to finish this race now on warm tyres by the looks of things with a quick splash and dash.
Smart move, but will it pay off? It is the Mustang at the end of the day, and those rears scream at the end of a stint. So who knows whether they'll be able to survive or not.
Castellana's had a moment.
Castellana?
Castellana's had a moment.
What happened?
No, it was before that. It must have been their car's damaged.
What happened?
And Castellana.
What happened to Castellana?
Castellana was in for P2, where we'll probably find the footage somewhere, but their race looks to be a run, as that's all the damage they're going to have to repair. So Castellana comes into this section here. No, it must have been before. I think here.
What?
all of us,
What happened?
all of us in the box are a little bit puzzled as to what has happened to Castellana. No, it can't have been. Something is wrong with that car because they've then had to return to garage from that point. So something's gone wrong. I don't know what's gone wrong, but
I wonder
something
if it's a
certainly has
hardware
gone wrong.
failure.
Yeah, potentially.
I wonder
yeah.
if he's had a hardware failure of some kind. Because he just heads into the pits, pulls over, which when you do that, the tow time is actually a lot shorter. So something must have happened hardware-wise, because he looked fine. He didn't hit the wall anywhere. He had nothing wrong. And then all of a sudden he pulls into pits. Something had to have failed on his system.
I completely agree with you there. So sorry, just to sort of chime in on the podium positions. It is that Perkins P4?
Yep.
Perkins P4, and so in the battle for the podium positions, Dekov puts themselves up to P3, Perkins in P4, and Perkins will be chasing to the end to try and get these podium positions. Karuko, something's gone wrong there. Oh, the front of that Honda does not look impressed. Something has happened.
Oh, just a little bit of a moment. The front end lifted on that Honda. Oh, that is heavy damage. They must have suspension damage.
Stellana in the pit for a long time there. Perkins.
The Castellana is just dropping down the order now. Guaranteed it looks to be a hardware failure of some kind.
Can I just say one thing? Sardi in the top 5.
Yep.
A very decent performance from Sardi today. Oh, I say that. The car, the car is somewhat not in a great spot. I don't know if that's still the case, but they must be going on a very. Let's have a look. Oh, right.
Deshkov has spun. Deshkov has spun. There's a yellow flag.
Deshkov has had a moment. He uses it on the curbing, and it's going to be Perkins. It's going to circle round that corner and say, thank you very much. I will take that position. Perkins, podium on debut there for Perkins, number 33. Team Germany are ecstatic in the box. I can hear them chanting already, I'm sure. My lord, Dekov has got it all to do now to catch up to Perkins. And Sari, P5, you know, it's not a bad performance whatsoever for Team Japan in that regard. And I'm sure for a personal reflection, they'll be very happy with it so far. But one person who is going to be chasing behind them is Hugs in that Bentley, I'm sure. Have they kept it clean? The car looks good. And they've got pace to deploy. 26 minutes is what's left. Karuko in the pits now to repair some damage. Castellana still in the pits now. So, I don't know what your bets are on, but I think for that last podium position, it's between probably about 4 drivers looking at it. You've got Perkins who holds P3, but Dekov's going to be chasing, Sardi's going to be chasing, and Hugs as well. Hugs is going to be looking for that P5, maybe even P4. We don't know yet. Dekov's going to have to push quite hard if they want to catch up to Perkins. Perkins has found themselves in the podium spots and snagged up the right spots. And like I said earlier in this stream, knowing Perkins, they just like to bide their time, keep the car in a decent delta, not overdo those tyres too much, and just find those opportunities, which they've done exactly at the NURB today. But can they hold on to it? That is the story right now. I don't know if you've driven the BM much, Alex, but it doesn't go too bad here, does it?
No, not at all.
Oh.
Not at all. Deshkov is on the hunt, though. And
seems to be
both
closing in.
machines are straight line merchants, so this should be very fun to watch them both as straight line. But the GTR tends to be one of the fastest of the newer gen cars in a straight, so we should see a good fight. We might actually see the GTR top out at maybe 285 once we get to the main straight. It could be possible.
Yeah, I wonder what has the better top end speed, to be fair. I think Perkins has chopped a little bit of wing out of it as well. Oof, bloody hell, yeah, pushing quite hard there. Here's Dekov. Flat. Oh, a little bit left there. I saw that little bit of brake as well, slight application.
Standard GTR things. It's similar to the Lexus. They're both just way too fast to a point where they can't completely take certain corners flat, unfortunately. We saw at Continental Circuits with the Lexus where some of the drivers had to lift off the throttle going up the mountain, especially through Reed to McPhillamy Park. That section there, they had to lift or else they'd end up in a wall. It's a very similar situation with the GTR, where certain corners you have to lift even then, whereas the rest of the grid can go flat, but you make it up for in the straights by just being dumb fast.
Absolutely, and that is one of the many reasons I wear this lovely Lexus cap. Thank you very much. I'm not sponsored whatsoever, but I can strongly advocate the frontline speed of that car is fantastic. Huh? Oh, is it? So, sorry, well, I didn't realise that. Didn't realise the Lexus was on pole. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that. Sorry, everyone, just getting some. I'll have to have a little glimpse in a bit. Yeah. Oh, Dekov nearly has a moment there, as they are chasing as harshly as they can, grinding the curbs.
And they have been gaining as well. When they had the spin, they had a 6-second gap. We're heading onto the main straight now, and they're only 3 seconds behind. What a flyer Deshkov has been on. A little scary over the second carousel, but now we're gonna see what these two monsters of the straights can do.
I never knew there was going to be a Bulgarian cross-Japanese alliance at the moment, but Dekov is making it work with the boost of the GTR coming into the main straight here. Oh, you can just hear the thing take off.
The flying 280 versus 273.
It's topping out.
What a turbo missile. 286 in a straight line. What a gap gained. That was another second dropped just in a straight line, and Perkins should be very, very worried because Deshkov is flying.
With the pit window closing, this is your race now. There's no mistakes left in it. You've got to run to the end.
No.
Oh, what's happened?
Oh no, Zul has misjudged.
What's happened there?
Zul has misjudged. There is no way he's going to make it. He is not going to make the pit window. He has misjudged everything.
No. I think they might get it, just unless they have to really speed through this section, or they're not.
No, they're not going to make it.
Oh, they aren't going to make it
Zul has not made it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
They've got it wrong. The strategy has not paid off Azul. They may be in P13, but it's going to be a real problem now. Oh no.
Oh no. He's completely misjudged it. He's aware now, but it's too late.
It's too late. That's not going to register as a stop.
This is exactly what I was speaking about before. You push it too far, a single mistake can happen. And that is
Oh.
it. It could end your race right here and now. And that is it. Zool is done. He may
Zool
make it to
is-
the end, but he's going to get disqualified.
and Team Japan are not going to be impressed with car number 21, as the strategy has been ignored, I assure you, and they've come in outside of the pit window. Words I'm sure will be said by the stewards, and what's happened there, I'm not too sure. Dekov, though, is back on the push. Hugs as well, 3.2 is the gap. It's going to be close.
Hugs under 3 seconds, Deshkov under 2.
Oh, it's all coming to a head
Both
now.
these two drivers are sending it.
In the last 18 minutes, I wouldn't go anywhere. If you were making a brew, as we might say over here, then I'd not check on that kettle. If it explodes, so be it. We've got enough action for you to stay clung on to. Hugs at the moment is pushing, hauling that Bentley to make it into the top 5. And Sali is going to have to fight for their life if they're going to maintain that position by the looks of things. Perkins as well. I mean, up ahead, it's not going to be an easy fight for them. This is the exact moment that I really regret intaking a whole bottle of water and a Red Bull during this series. Reasons that I cannot now frequent my seat, so we're going to have to suffer together. Hugs, however, trying to... It's 1.5's the gap. It's coming down. There was a yellow flag for a brief second. I'm not sure what happened there, but Hugs.
It is still there. It's a 888. It's Kuroko. Kuroko seems to have ended up in a wall.
And Hugs.
Most likely.
You know what? Hugs is not riding those curbs as much as I thought you would in the Bentley.
The Bentley is a little nervous over curves sometimes. It's similar to the Aston, where certain curves you like and certain curves you don't. It's very similar in that handling. And in general, it does also help to try and avoid much of the curves on the green hell, because they're quite high and they can cause you to have any sort of jump over them, and then that is the end of your race if you're not careful. They're getting really close here, really racy. Biggie's gonna try from the outside. Can he do it? He's still there. They're side by
giving him quite a
side.
bit of room. No, Hugs thinks a bit better of it. It's going to be close. It's Hugs. Hugs around the other side, and he goes up the inside, and he gets it done. That was a sensational move there from the Oceanic driver, Hugs. What a move there in the Bentley. I didn't know they could move like that, but my lord, am I learning. Hugs, I salute you immensely. What a move that was. And that puts them into the top 5. Brilliant stuff there from Hugs. I don't think Sali is going to go quietly into the night, however, as they try to clamber and get that position back. Dekov, though, up ahead is still trying to chase on to Perkins, but Sali... I don't know what wins out in that massive straight, though. That is the one thing I am interested in, and it's going to be about 2 laps left in this race to get it done in. I think Hugs is starting to clamber away slowly but surely, just getting the better of the apexes. Dekov, though, can see the prize ahead, and it is the podium positions. I'm sure it'd mean a lot to Perkins to get a debut podium here at tracc.eu. Oh, Dekov there pushes a bit too hard on the carousel.
Yeah, that's not the best line. It is a safe line if you choose to avoid the carousel, but it's definitely not the fastest way around. When you look at prototypes and such, when they run around here, they will actually not touch the carousel at all. They will go onto the outside line because it is genuinely faster for them. But these are GTs. You can handle it a bit more. These things are meant to take a beating over that section.
Absolutely. Dekov there is really pushing on those boundaries at the moment in terms of the curbing. I think those tyres are certainly screaming.
Oh,
And there's not... No, Karuko there with a stop and go 30, just to add a bit more woe to the afternoon. That puts, I think that is Dubrovka into the top 8, potentially. Just got into the pits at the moment. They're going to have to serve that before the end. Dekov is trying to push, but I don't know if they've got the car beneath them. They're just going to have to try.
Oh!
It seems if the Nissan, the suspension of the Nissan, I don't think liked that very much.
Definitely bounce. Oh, he lifted again. The nose lifted twice.
Just got to be so careful, haven't you? Lexus does the same thing. You just need that little bit of lift. Just get it back, get it back grounded, get the tyres working, find that handling, floor it to the outside here, Dekov.
Keeps it nice and clean through the second carousel now, and now we're going to go back onto the straight line. We've seen Deshkov and the insane speed compared to the BMW. A whopping 8 kilometers faster. Yep, he did. He definitely had a bit of a bad line, and that may give Sasha the advantage here.
Oh, Sasha.
All in the straight line. Same distance before, and the speed is just constantly climbing.
If I was Perkins, I would be... If I was Perkins right now, I'd probably be lobbing my crash helmet or my gloves out the window, anything to shed some weight, because the Nissan right now is climbing through this section. Perkins gets it just about done, though. It is going to be about 2 laps still remaining on the clock.
Yep, another 2 laps. That may give Deshkov all the advantage he can have, as he did gain 0.6 of a second there, and he's only 1.6 off. This fight is turning beautifully.
My lord. There's only so much I can take right now. Oh, Dekov goes a little bit wide. Oh no, he actually takes it perfectly there through that apex. And it's going to be close. I think Perkins knows this as well. They're going to have to start deploying some defensive maneuvers. They'll try and cut off the speed of that Nissan, because the closer it gets, if it gets in that slipstream with the boost, I think it might be game over potentially. It's all to play for on the last 2 laps.
If it gets into the slipstream, that's an easily 290 kilometers an hour, if not even faster than that. This thing is about to rip in a straight line if Sasha can keep it steady and keep it right behind Perkins. It's all about placement now. Where are you going to place the car to give yourself a better advantage? You know you have the straight line. So you have to utilize yourself and place yourself in those 3 main straights that you will encounter to give yourself the biggest advantage. But will Deshkov do it? That'll be the question.
I am here. Do not fear. Sorry, there was a momentary lapse of skill with my microphone that has been repaired.
I'm just sitting here watching this fight. Oh no, is the rider dead again? Oh, he hit the curb. One curb strike led to another. That was not supposed to happen, and there goes the rider. Straight into the wall. Ivano is not having a good day today.
No. Certainly not. It's a bit of a disaster there. And it seems Dekov's going to find that big straight now, and he's just slowly getting closer and closer and closer to Perkins. It is so tantalizing, almost. And there's
Perkins
2
has
laps
gained
in it.
some time though. He has gained back the 6/10 that he lost on the main straight. So it looks like Deshkov is taking it a little easier through the corners, and naturally the BMW is great through the corners compared to the GTR. So that's probably where all the time is being gained. But once Sasha gets into these straight line positions like here, this is where the GTR becomes the missile that it is. And he is gaining once again through this downhill section.
Maybe
Up
Perkins has
again,
been
gain back the 3/10.
I think potentially Perkins is deploying a bit of a cat and mouse game of, and I know him to do this, where he doesn't deploy absolutely all of that pace, and he waits to see how you drive and reacts accordingly. If you deploy that pace, then he will respond, and I think that's what he's doing here. It's a bit of a game of cat and mouse with Perkins. He's not adverse to this, and he hasn't been before. But Dekov is closing in by the looks of things, slowly but surely. I don't know how the tires are doing, but it's not going to be easy. I think Perkins just has to keep them at an arm's length though, because reaching that main straight, the boost is going to take off, and it is a podium up for grabs.
This will be a nice podium for Team Japan. It'll be the first one out of the Nations Cup. I don't think we've had any of the Japanese cars make it to the podium. So this will be very interesting to see. And of all places, it makes sense. The GTR is quite strong here, around middle of the pack. Not that far off of the BMW in terms of raw pace. Without the BOP and with the BOP, naturally it gets a little closer.
Well, I feel as if it's going to be a bit of an intense finish. I mean, looking at the rest of the field as well, a lot of it is spread out. Cheshire, just to sort of chime in as we watch these two, Cheshire at the moment has been sensational. They've just been lapping quite quickly. I think they just set their purple. This lap just gone. Chernov at the moment has just had a stellar job of keeping it on the road. Pretty. And just to chime back in, these two, Perkins and Durkov, are under a second now. Perkins, if there's any pace to deploy or any items to throw out of that car, now is the moment, because I think Sasha is getting very close to you. Oh, Perkins!
Oh, beautiful.
Has that
beautiful
moment where he
corner.
locks it.
Perkins understeers a little bit, but Deshkov is able to get the perfect slide straight through. I haven't seen the GTR slide through a corner like that in a very long time. And now it is 0.6 seconds. All Deshkov has to do is stay behind within at least 7/10. If he can do that, there's no rush to overtake. As soon as the straight comes, that is it. It is over, and that BMW will be gapped. How is he going to play this?
I think if you're Perkins, you might have to assess: is it actually worth letting that Nissan go ahead of you, leading up to that main straight, to mitigate that damage and keeping that battle? Because, I mean, if it's behind and it gets the overspeed and top ends, it's going to be game over. I think it's not going to be an easy task at all. You've just got to acknowledge that boost of the Nissan is superior, unless you can lose it through the corners here, which I think Perkins is trying to do as much as they can, but it's just not going to be easy. Shouldn't be rooting for them, really.
Deshkov is pushing really hard here. We have a white flag up ahead. It looks like somebody has had an incident. I believe that's Adrian, who must have gone off the track. And Perkins, he's looking really worried now. That GTR is half a second off of him now. 0.3 now, going into the main straight. And Deshkov is just waiting. He is playing this perfectly. This is exactly what you should do. You know you have the advantage in the straight. You know you have the power. Just play it. Play your card well. And he has done so perfectly. Oh!
It's a moment. Sasha dives to the inside. Perkins is going to hold it though. They've just got to cut off the entry, or maybe even just keel off the
it's over.
accelerator. Oh, look.
It's
Just gotta
over.
It's got to be over. He's got to peel off the accelerator and just let that Nissan cut sort of peel past and not
There
get
it
enough of the
goes.
boost. But it's gone.
Goodbye.
And it's gone. Oh, it's gone real. But the BM now is going to get in the slipstream of the Nissan. Nissan's going to have to take this section perfectly. And it is going to come down to the final lap. We predicted the Nissan would overtake on this straight, but Perkins is going to have to find where they can get the position back here.
This is such an intense fight now. This is getting ridiculous. 0.6 now.
Perkins better in the corners. We've seen that they've been able to match Dekov. It's just a matter, can Dekov's tyres last the duration? They have been pushing, they've had damage, the flat spot of the tyres previously. Is it going to be enough?
Now we're into the Nürburgring GP course itself. It's all about getting the exit right, and it looks like Deshkov gets it perfect. Perkins might have gotten a bit of wheel spin there. But now we're getting to the tight and twisty stuff, what the GTR does not like. It may have the torque to exit, but it just hates having to turn in. Can he make it out of here with a decent gap to pull away? We know that Deshkov struggles after the GP circuit during the first portion of the Nordschleife. Can he make it through with a decent enough gap to keep that BMW away? Only time will tell as they go through the Schumacher S's. Just so tense in here into the commentary box as we're just watching this fight unfold. Perkins is just building a gap. Perkins is getting left behind by the GTR. This is where the BMW should be strongest, and it's just being left behind.
I just feel as if the Nissan's, I don't know if it's got the rubber behind it though, through these sectors. That's the thing I'm worried about. Oh my lord, what has happened there? So someone in the caster box, I think, has directly fallen off their chair. I don't know. One person. No. Okay, someone is just immensely squeaking. It is totally fine. The BM is still in full pursuit. And oh, Chamchu. Oh my lord, Chamchu, they've had a moment.
Uh-oh.
That's good.
Oh.
Yeah, that is one.
Oh, and here we go. The nightmare situation for Sasha is happening now. That BMW, as predicted, is so good. Through the twisty section, now they're encountering the V12.
Oh my god, my hands are on my head. Adrian's
How
on the
are
blue flags, but there's no place to let them through. There's no place to let them through.
Oh!
Dekov's going to have a compromised exit there. And I think Perkins is going to be right behind. He's going to be trying to speed up into this section. Oh my god, I cannot watch, but we're going to have to. Eyes are glued to the screens, ladies and germs, as Perkins sails it through that section. Dekov there. Dekov looks really wide there. Perkins has got the better of him at the moment by the looks of things. Is going to boost out of this section, but Perkins is going to be punchy and move right behind Dekov. Yellow flags are up ahead though. Something's gone wrong. Car number 59's had an off. It is 0, and it's going to be in this section where 3rd and 4th are going to be battling as well.
Oh, it's understeer. Understeer straight over. They got too early on power, and the front end just said no.
Oh no, but what's happened up front? Perkins, he's still right in the toe, and they got away. Oh, 0. Get out of the barriers, my friend. 0's up ahead. Is that 0 up ahead? No, they've gone back to pits. 10 is the one who is now slowing. Perkins is still on the chase.
Ramchulo may have suffered too much damage. 0.7 now for the BMW. Can they get it anywhere closer? The uphill straight is coming. And that's going to slow down the BMW. Straight through miss, hit, miss. Both of them hitting the line absolutely perfectly.
Dekov is literally just clinging onto these corners. the rubber, as I thought, is just slipping away from the Nissan. The BM looks as if it's got much better traction coming out of these corners here. And Perkins, I think they've just overcooked it a little bit there, cost themselves a little bit. So did Dekov. Dekov definitely not got the rubber there. You've just got to power out of this section. Dekov is going to boost away with the GTR. Definitely a bit of superior acceleration there, but they're both approaching rapidly. Cham Chulo, who is a white flag at the moment, going slowly. Major damage on the Mustang. It is going to impede them, I'm sure, in this faster section. Cham is certainly going to go on.
Here we go, straight into the uphill straight now. Cham is in a bit of a precarious position as they're gaining so much, but the GTR is leaving the BMW behind. A 1.2 second gap forming, and oh no, that Mustang is in the worst possible spot to be overtaken, but both cars managed to make it through with no impediment.
Perkins is absolutely sending it. Oh my lord. Dekov's
a little wide.
Oh! Dekov, there's not much rubber left in it. It's coming up to the carousel now. Can Dekov replicate their perfect run through this section? Oh, I think they just about get away with it. Perkins has a bit of a moment there. Oh my god, Dekov has a bit of a breather. A moment to catch his breath. It's looking close. What the hell happened there? Cheshire. Oh
Cheshire. Did Cheshire just plow through the rider?
No, Cheshire's just stopped.
No,
Cheshire's
he's
just stopped.
He's waiting, but Cheshire has officially ended this race. Cheshire will officially cross the line. He is the winner of Nations Cup 3.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
What?
What happened?
What? What happened? Did it end?
No, that can't be right. Just click drive. Oh my
Did
god.
it just end without nobody crossing the line? This is weird. I've never seen this before, but it looks like Deshkov is getting away from the BMW anyways. That gap has built. They're going through the uphill section now, heading towards the main straight. Biggie has stopped on the track. Here comes Chernov down the main straight for P2 in the GT3 class. But what the hell's going to happen here? And it looks like Perkins just has no more steam left. He is too far away and the main straight is already here. 3 more corners remaining. And that is it. Perkins has no chance. Deshkov is going to run away with this.
Unless Deshkov has got the fuel wrong or some sort of wild animal runs out of the bushes, it looks as if Dekov is going to take P3. Perkins has put up an absolutely brilliant fight. The legs just aren't going to be there for the BM on this straight. Unless Dekov gets it wrong into the last sector, Perkins is put out of the podium spots here.
Final couple corners.
Oh,
and that is it. Oh,
what?
What?
Oh,
They didn't manage to cross the line.
All they wrote for the server. Oh dear.
I think the settings might have been... Yeah, the overtime wasn't set up properly. And that is the issue.
We were robbed of
the end fight.
Oh no. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Well,
who even knows? Even Cheshire is questioning it. What happened? Nobody knows, but it looks like the race overtime was not set up correctly. And this has happened. Which, granted, the Nords is definitely a bit of a pain to set up, so it's not a surprise that some mistakes were made. So unfortunately, we got robbed of that last 2 corners. But even then, this was a phenomenal race to have watched.
Oh, it was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and and a nice bit of donuts in the pits there. Thank you very much. It's been sensational. Thank you all for having me along for it. Alex will be racing in the GT for round 1, I believe, of the Japanese T Prix.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys will get to witness me in the Aston, hopefully fly, and maybe give Alvin Wong a fight. I hope. I don't know.
We'll have to
And
see.
Castellana.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much for having me along. I'm going to jump out of the cast and stream. It's been a pleasure. I will see you all very soon.
And thank you very much, everybody, for coming in. We'll see you all for Track GT, and we'll see you next time on the racetrack. Have a good time.